Aloha. Welcome to Meditation Monday, a wellness broadcast series brought to you by California Women's Music, an event centric nonprofit dedicated to advancing women in music, business, education, and the fine arts. I'm your host, local singer songwriter Kate Ramsey, and lead member of the band Roses. In this unique series, we will bring to you creative and intuitive meditation practices in which you can join along in, relax, and heal. We have various segments lined up with special guests, so stay tuned and let's vibe.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Shakira Scott, aka your local yoga dealer, and I'm very excited that you decided to take a few moments out of your day for some deep stretches, and then we're going to do some guided meditation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So feel free to take a sip of water, feel free to light a candle, make sure you are safe. So child's pose is something that's great to practice with children. It's great for adults, athletes, every type of human body. To get started, you can grab a yoga block or a pillow, place it on the floor or the yoga mat, and you're gonna place your forehead on the block, mat, or pillow. So a lot of the times yoga instructors say you'll bring your hips towards your heels and your forehead to the mat. There's no pressure to get your hips to your heels. In fact, some people have their hips up and their head down. If you have to choose between the two, forehead down, hips can be up. Today we're gonna start with arms out in front, but you could also have them by your sides. Either way, you're gonna come into this rounded shape with your body, letting your shoulders roll over and down so we get some relief in the shoulders, in the hips. If this is too much for your knees, feel free to bring your legs closer together and maybe take off some of the pressure, or you can place a rolled up towel underneath your ankles. So lots of ways to adjust this shape. With children, I like to play a little game like who could stay in child's pose still the longest, maybe have them count to 10, each other for cat pose. Again, you're pressing down with all 10 fingers. So again, inhale, send your chin tailbone up for cow pose, and exhale, curl underneath for a cat. Keep doing that on your own. We're going to pause in a neutral spine in our tabletop position. Untuck the toes, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Now, once you get into down dog, you're going to pedal it out, move it around. I like to call this a movement like a body yawn. So, you know how you yawn in the morning? When you move around in your downward facing dog, your first one of the day, feel free to explore the movements that come naturally. So if you feel like shaking your head to release any neck tension, do so. You can bend your knees, you can bend your elbows, you can come up onto tippy toes, whatever you want. We're going to start from downward facing dog. We're going to shift forward, come into upper push-up plank. Feel free to lower the knees down, and you're going to lower your body down. So from here, I'm going to untuck the toes, push all the way up. So in up dog, your knees are not going to touch the ground. If you're modifying, knees can come down and you can lift a little bit lower into low cobra, something more like this. Either way, you're going to hug your elbows in towards your body and breathe. Maybe send your chin up. On an exhale, we'll untuck the toes, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. All you, one more time. One more time. Once back into downward facing dog, go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat. We're going to pause in child's pose and just start to notice how the body might have warmed up already, what you might be feeling inside the shoulders, the hips. We're going to breathe for 3 inhales and 3 exhales in child's pose. Coming back into our all fours, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Once you get there, you can pedal it out, you can stay still, and then we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the feet, coming into a forward fold. Now in this forward fold, we're getting relief from our low backs, so bend your knees and ground your heels down. Feel free to interlace your hands behind your head, and maybe rock side to side. On an exhale, we'll drop the hands down by the feet. We'll breathe on the way up and roll the spine up into a standing mountain position. So it's important to breathe on the way up so you don't get dizzy. Once you stand up, we're going to come and bring everything into alignment. So ankles, under knees, under hips, under shoulders. We're going to keep looking straight ahead, and we're just simply going to stand and breathe. You'd be surprised how much is activated just by standing up straight. You'll start to notice what's happening in your feet. You'll build up through your legs and start to pay attention to the hips, your belly, your shoulders, and what's going on in the face. Sometimes we clench our jaw and cause unnecessary tension to the face. Go ahead and just flutter your lips. We're going to learn how to stand up nice and tall and not fidget or move. We're going to be one with the body. No need to adjust anything on your person. Your hair looks great. Your clothes are where they should be. Go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. And on your next inhale, go ahead and scrunch your shoulders all the way up, nice and tight. On your exhale, lower them down. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, shoulders go down. Last time, inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, release them down. Feel free to open your eyes. And you're gonna bring both arms all the way up and then pause with arms at the top, biceps framing your face, and your palms are gonna face each other. This is our extended mountain pose. From here, I invite you to close your eyes, take another couple of grounded breaths, gently pushing the feet down. Imagine lifting your chest up and lengthening through your collarbone. Take a big breath in and exhale, swan dive all the way down. Go ahead and shake it out. You're gonna take your time to roll up into standing once more and breathe. Go ahead and bring both arms all the way up. You're gonna bring your right hand behind your head and bring your left arm all the way around. Now, if you don't have your fingertips, feel free to hold on to your t-shirt or use a yoga strap or towel to hold on to with both hands. And then we're gonna go for a bit of a back bend. So again, standing with your feet planted firmly on the ground, feel free to bend your knees. You're gonna start by tipping your head back, breathing in and out of your nose, and start to push your thighs forward, push your heart up, engage your glutes, and start to look for the wall behind you. Now you wanna make sure that you're breathing in and out of your nose so that you don't feel like you're choking. Take your time, keep breathing here. Breathe on the way up. And exhale to shake it out. Good job. Now we're gonna do the other side. So left hand comes behind the head, right hand comes around, and don't feel pressure to have your hands touch when you first do this. This takes some time, so remember, consistency is everything. Practicing this every day, your hands will become closer and closer together, I promise you. Go ahead and go for the back bend on this side, your left side, whenever you're ready. Now, we're gonna take it back down, and then we're going to practice a seated forward fold. So feel free to sit on a block, a cushion, or a pillow. We're gonna give the toes a good stretch, so go ahead and wiggle your toes, give your ankle a good stretch. On an inhale, bring both arms all the way up, flex your feet. On an exhale, dive down with your nose leading for seated forward fold. Now again, no pressure to grab for toes. Feel free to hold on to ankles or shins, especially if you want to focus more on that flat back, rounded instead of a rounded back. Sometimes we can try to grab for toes and the spine starts to round, but we want to feel like we are lifted and coming forward with the nose as you lower the belly down onto your front thighs. Whether you're holding onto your toes, ankles, shins, or using a yoga strap around the bottoms of your feet, we're going to drop the head down and take 3 inhales and exhales here. After the third exhale, we'll slowly release and roll all the way up. Go ahead and bring the bottoms of your feet together for a butterfly pose. Now again, if you have a block or something like that nearby, you can place them underneath your legs just for a little bit of support. And again, we're going to bring the body forward. Maybe use your elbows to push your legs down and then drop your head. We'll hold this for 3 inhales and 3 exhales. And then shake your legs out in front of you. Go ahead and move any props over to the side. We'll step the right foot over the left, place the right hand behind you or on a block. Bring your left arm up into the sky and then on the outside of your right knee. So left elbow, right knee, right foot is going to be all the way down. We're going to twist and look over the right shoulder. We're going to sit up nice and tall and twist from the spine, knowing that the shoulders will follow. Take an inhale to sit up nice and tall, and exhale to come back to center. This part is optional, making a figure 4 with the legs. So now we're turning that right leg out, creating a figure 4 shape with the legs. We'll start to hold onto the left ankle, shin, or foot for more of a hip opening stretch. But this could also be a great low back stretch. This is one of those stretches that works the entire body. So we'll relax the shoulders, lower the torso down, and breathe here for 3. Go ahead and go to the other side. After you're done with your second side, go ahead and shake out your legs. We'll start to prepare for our guided meditation. So you can grab a block or 2 to sit on. I'm going to grab this cushion. I have my candle lit. Feel free to sit in whatever comfortable shape you would like. It could be against the wall. It could be in the middle of the floor. Wherever you choose to meditate, you're going to choose a space that's quiet. Doesn't have to be dark, but you could even lock yourself in the bathroom, set a timer for 5 minutes, and have some peace and quiet if that's something that interests you. If you have the space to meditate freely wherever in your home or outside, feel free to do so. Feel free to turn on meditation music, just to kind of give your mind something to distract itself with. I don't want to say distract because we're trying to clear our minds in meditation. I like to call it more of focusing on the breath and clearing the mind, because your mind is always going to think about things. In meditation, the goal is to think less thoughts and be more within, tune within, think about the breath. I like to count my breath. So on an inhale, I'll count 1, 2, 3 in my head. And on an exhale, I'll count 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I say mantras in my head. Sometimes I just say, now I'm inhaling on the inhale, and now I'm exhaling on the exhale. You can place your hands on your thighs, like sometimes we see people do. Palms will be up to receive energy. Palms will be down for groundedness. So again, when you find yourself thinking about for one thought for too long, you're gonna be aware of it and push it out. Something else might come up like, oh, what did I eat for breakfast? What am I going to eat tomorrow? I'm going to catch myself thinking about that, and then I'm going to let it go and come back and focus on my breath. I'll be paying attention to my chest rising and falling. I'll be listening to my own breath, and I'll be still. Fidgets may happen, but that's when we practice self-control. So again, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position, and let's go ahead and start meditating. While in meditation with your eyes closed, I invite you to slowly push all the stale air out of your lungs. Get really, really empty. On an inhale, take the breath all the way up to the crown of your head. See if you can hold it and take one more sip, and then just let it go. I invite you to take another breath just like that for yourself. And one more for the rest of the world. Start to relax your jaw, relax the space in between your eyebrows, and feel free to bring your hands together at heart center. I'd just like to end with saying namaste, and thank you so much for your presence and practice.
Thank you for joining us today for Meditation Monday. Again, I'm your host, Kate Ramsey, aka Rotaze. We will have a new series every Monday at 6 p.m. with more guests and even more creative meditation practices for you to learn how to heal and relax. California Women's Music is an event-centric nonprofit dedicated to advancing women in music, business, education, and the fine arts. Please consider making a donation to our Wellness and Enrichment Fund on our website at cwmnp.com/community-funds. And if you're looking for other ways to support wellness and enrichment expenses, such as classes, lessons, and therapy sessions, to name a few, please also visit our website at cwmnp.com/get-support. Meditation Monday gives us all a chance to learn various types of meditation practices, listen to all kinds of music styles, and be entertained by dancers, storytellers, and poets, and more, while going deeper into ourselves with yoga, stretching, and breathwork. We invite you to become a wellness leader and guest on the show if you feel called to it. Please share your ideas with us via our Facebook page or, again, our website. So thanks again for tuning in. See you next week. Aloha.